losing $21 trading Apple and BlackBerry. These are essentially break-even trades that I want to get into and talk about. And we'll cover the two trades and then kind of an update as to what is going on across the accounts, because there's some kind of weird stuff going on. Not weird, but it's I got to explain it. The next trade recap will be really interesting, and stay tuned for it. I recommend you'll get a laugh. You'll get a laugh. At a minimum, you're going to get a laugh out of it. I'll explain kind of what happened. And it's definitely on me. It's 100% on me, but it is kind of funny, and it also is like it's dumb. It's really dumb. It's dumb, and it shouldn't have happened. Even though it was my fault, it still shouldn't have been the case, but that's just how it is. So we'll move on. But okay, Apple, first things first, we're going to get into that one. And this trade, technically speaking, like didn't hit stop loss, didn't hit take profit. What I did was I moved my stop to break even, which just barely hit. And that's what ended up happening. So I got in on the breakout here over 92. Well, the breakout over 193, I got in around 194.15, 194.20, something like that was my entry price. And I was looking for a target up around 198. And we got close, we got like $1.50 away. But then I moved my stop to break even, which then barely nicked right here. Those hit. So that's what ended up stopping me out. Technically break even, although realistically, let's be honest here, original stop loss was under 192.50. Could have left that on, could have kept it open. I decided not to. The reason why it's technically a loss was because on the first day, I just didn't, or the second day, I didn't love how we were closing. So I just trimmed like a portion of the position off to minimize my overnight exposure. And then the rest of it was stopped out break even. So we technically lost a few dollars, but then the rest of it got stopped out break even. So because it was taken in 3 accounts technically, which I'm ironing out how I want to do that, because with one of the prop firms that I'm using has a lot of stocks to trade. One of them has like 30 stocks to trade. Apple happens to be one of them on both. So I was like, oh, well, I'll just trade it on all the accounts. And do I want to do that, or do I want to focus on just trading it on one account? I probably should just do it on one of the accounts with just the proper sizing is what I'm thinking going forward. Because again, effectively going to do the same thing, right? It's the same trade, really. Just the problem I had is like, well, what if I trade on one of the accounts and, you know, I'm trading stocks and I'm doing worse in stocks, and then I hit the drawdown, which I never have, but what if I did? And then I was doing really well in futures, or I was doing well with trading gold and silver or something, you know, or Bitcoin. And then that account was, well, do I want all the accounts to be equal? Well, they're just not possibly going to be. So I think we're just going to kind of go with the grand scheme of, you know, one of the accounts will be for stocks and the other will be for everything else, I think is how we're going to go. However, one of the accounts doesn't have this stock and that stock. So, yeah, it's like, oh, yeah, whatever. Either way, I'm ironing that out. Not a big deal, just something I'm thinking about. So there's that. Then the BlackBerry short, this one technically made $7, but it's a break even in my book. This one I got in on the breakdown underneath. Well, actually, technically, we broke down underneath the level I was looking at. I entered a little bit earlier than that on a breakdown in the 5-minute time frame, but then it came back up and hit and I moved my stop loss to break even, and it came back up and hit it, so we got taken out. So that's really it on the BlackBerry trade. Nothing really crazy on that one. There's not much to get into. The trade really was, you know, if you look at the daily time frame, we had the breakdown underneath 274. We got it. Kind of looked okay, and then snap back, stop loss, break even. That was it. So that's the deal. That's the update for that. Again, stay tuned for the next trade recap. You're going to get a laugh out of it. You'll get a kick out of it, and I'll see you in that one. Peace.